Good morning, students. In previous class, I explained revenue collection in Chhattisgarh. Now today we will discuss about new topic, that is effect on craftsmen and culture. Company's administration system was such that Indian craft and art was destroyed. Because Indian craftsmen and artists were forced to sell their things at low price and heavy taxes were imposed. But go but good important imported goods important imported from England were free from customs duty, that is a type of a tax. So goods were cheap. In this way, Indian craftsmen and art could not exist in front of foreign goods. They left their profession. Due to this, cloth industries of Dhaka, once known as Manchester of India, was destroyed, and also industries of Mushiradabad and Surat were destroyed. Ultimately, they were unsatisfied with the company rule. Now we will discuss effect on people living in forest. During English rule in India, new mills and factories were established, which was based on raw material from the forest. Wood are used for laying new railways tracks. It also sent to industries of England. For this, jhum agriculture were prohibited to cut trees. So tribes dribbling in the forest were affected. They were against the British rule. The tribals also revolted against the British rule. Uh, Birsa Munda, a tribal from the Chota Nagpur plateau, forest born in 1870s, was a pioneer of this revolution. Bisra was a man from tribal society. He consistently opposed in the entry of missionaries and Hindu zamindars who were trying to destroy the culture and lifestyle of Munda tribes. The Mundas wanted to establish their rule by throwing out the missionaries, Mahajans, Hindu zamindars, and government. The political objectives of revolt caused worry to the Britishers. When revolt began to spread, the English decided to take strict action. In 1895, they arrested Visra and sentenced him imprisonment for 2 years. After 2 years, Bisra went to village to gain the confidence of his people, but in 1990, Bisra died the revolution. In 1990, Bisra dead, the revolution decreased soon. Children, now we discuss the major tribal revolts of Chhattisgarh. For the late 18th century and the early 20th century, Chhattisgarh saw many revolts in the tribal areas. The chief characters of these revolts were they were all against the hoarding of fields, villages, and forest area of the tribes by external sources. These revolts were for the conservation of the tribal life and its culture. The revolts were towards the new rule imposed by the British rule. The tribals want to keep away from the interference of the external wood and the colonial rule that disrupted their original life. Now we discuss the major revolts. Major revolts. That is, first we discuss, that is Habla revolt. Habla revolt we discuss. That is from 1774 to 79. It was lasted from 1774 to 1779 under the leadership of Ajmer Singh. He wanted to establish independent empire in Dongar. He was supported by the Habla tribes and soldiers. This was a great bloodshed, and only one Habla revolutionist could escape death after this Maratha capture this area. Secondly, we discuss about the Paralkot revolution. Paralkot Revolution, that is 1825. Paralkot Revolution was the result of a opposition of the Marathas and the British soldiers. Its leader was Jent Singh, and he was supported by the Ajub they opposed the tax leveled by Maratha ruled and tried to get control over the Batal region. Third, we discussed about the Tarapur revolt, that is 1842 to 1854. This revolt started by the local Diwans in opposition to the tax imposed by the Maratha rulers and to preserve their local culture and keeping away the interference of outside people. Next, fourth, we discuss the Madhya revolt, that is 1842 to 1863. This revolt was mainly opposed the rules of the government that hit the tribal beliefs. The Madhya tribals continued this revolt for over 20 years in support of Narbali. Next, we discuss that is the revolt of 1857. In revolt of 1857, the king of South Bastar bravely faced the British soldiers. Dhruv Rao was a member of the Dorla subtribe of the Madhyas and had a full support of the tribes. Next, the Koi revolt in 1859. Koi revolt. It was the famous revolt. At that time, the revolt had a slogan: "One head for one teak tree." One head for one teak tree. At that time, Bairam Dev was a ruler of Bastar. Took a decision that felling of the teak forest will not be allowed at any cost. But Britishers said gun carriers with forest cutter. But the tribes became angry and attacked the poachers. As a result, the British rule turned down and put an end to the felling of trees. Next, the Mudia revolt. Mudia revolt, that is 1876. 1867, Gopinath Kapardas was appointed the Diwan of Bastar and he began to exploit the tribes to a great extent. To oppose him, the tribes of a different regiments joined together and demanded the termination of the Diwan. They came against the ruler in 1876 in Jagdalpur. Next, Bhumkal Revolt, 1910. In 1910, the Bhumkal Revolt was the most extensive revolt that took 46 out of 84 regimes into its account. The tribes were trying to pursue their forest resources and tribal culture. When 1908 protested for protected forest area was declared and a restriction on exploitation of forest products and resources, then against this the tribal revolted. The Bhumkals also dated an important role in unity in tribals. Okay, children, we will continue our class in next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you.